that that I've played and that has happened. But anyways, here we go. We have Sojourn up against Flow State. Tower Control Mako to start off the set. Let's see what comps they're going to be running.
Yum, yum, I see it. I see the bucket. We love to see a bucket.
And looking right away, I am very interested to see Nolan running that 96 scout. That's going to be very crucial for pushing through these checkpoints. Both teams immediately.
They have 2 sprinklers?
They do. They might. Immediately, the Tri-Strike's going out there trying to block anyone from Flow State, as it looks like Sojourn is really trying to get the map control. But the opposite is completely happening. Flow State on that tower, they have everything they need. They pop the bubble, they pop the back, and they're trying to push this tower. It's just that zap, and they're going to be looking for that first checkpoint.
And here comes Balloon, ready to go. The whale popping out to keep this tower push going. I think that checkpoint is theirs. There's not much to really contest right now, besides that auto bomb sitting on the tower, my beloved. Oh, but they did have to get off. So, but now we're right back at it. Birch putting that cooler in, and time continues to go, and the clock continues to tick.
And already we see Henlo up in their base, just applying tons of pressure. They have the bubble ready.
Oh,
and
the
they just
bubble
have
spot.
Such a good position here. We see Nolan try to pop the back. The decap won't let them get too much value, but they are able to get a pick, and they're able to get another before Birch is able to clean up, and Shadow is able to clean up as well.
All right, I think this is the end, at least for this push, and this should lead to an opportunity for Sojourn to get back at it here. Look at how fast they cover all of this turf, making sure to give themselves a good opportunity here.
And immediately looking in, they want to take all of the stacks. They want to take as much space as possible. They don't want Flow State to gain any kind of advantage from this. It looks like Ricky's going to be jumping out there. Nolan using the back a little bit early. They have those tri-strikes, but Henlo is already pushing down, and Balloon's doing such a great job of pushing them off the tower with this Rapid Blaster, and it's going to be something that Sojourn is really going to struggle with.
Mako Mart is so good for a long blaster like the Rapid, honestly. It's good for any blaster. It's the place where I play Flash Blaster if given the opportunity.
We see Ricky getting picked off there. Nolan up on that left flat, trying to maintain that space there. Henlo with the decap pushing in there, but no, they get taken out. Nolan popping the back, but they're not going to get too much value. They're just painting Shadow as they're trying to push in and get as many players as possible, but it's not going to be working there. Balloon on that tower. They're trying to push it, but they just need to find an opening.
I mean, Sojourn here has that chance with 2 players down on the side of Flow State. This is their opportunity to put some takedown and get this tower moving. They have 2.5 minutes, and a lot can happen on Mega Mart and TC, but those strikes are going to stop anything from happening. Oh.
We see Gabe getting a really good pick off of Balloon. Henlo moving in there. They aren't able to pass that first checkpoint yet. Henlo trying to do their best to push them out of here. We see coming in from behind, trying to get that back out of the way there. They're able to get them, and Henlo causing chaos from behind.
Oh, Decavitator. Big hitboxes, I like to call that thing. You see it, you're done.
And immediately Birch moving up on that right flat, looking to get a pick there. Shadow able to take him out. The trains go off of the board. Flow State is still trying to push this tower, and Sojourn is just looking for an opening.
Yeah, every time they get one, it just seems like something unfortunately goes wrong. They still have 2 minutes, but they need to keep an opening going for more than like 20 seconds.
You see the strikes coming in there. It's coming in a little bit early though. They need to use them as a way in, but they haven't been able to get that opening that they need. Keen on that Brella staying alive there. Henlo picking them off, and Sojourn is just fighting on the right side here as Balloon comes in from the left, trying to clean everything up there. Nolan's gonna get pincered down there, and with 1.5 minutes remaining, Sojourn needs a good opening here, and Flow State is looking for another push.
The thing about this big blaster they got going on right now is it's so hard to push up against that on Mako Mart, where every corner you can just reach with that Rapid.
Really, these strikes are gonna push the members of Flow State back here. Sojourn needs to get something on the mind.
Take it out immediately on that bubbler. Wait, actually, this is a great opportunity for Sojourn.
And immediately pushing in for that first second. This is their chance. They don't have that bubble, but Balloon is ready to stop them on that checkpoint. The members of Sojourn taking this very carefully. There come those specials. The strikes coming out from Flow State, and it's going to be very interesting to see. We see them getting all pushed off the tower.
Gabe trying to get a pick here, really necessary. Just waiting, maybe hoping that nobody knows that he's still there. I don't think they do.
Able to get some more points off the tower. They want to go into that second checkpoint, but it's going to be risky there. Going down to the bomb. Henlo on that right with a flank again. Nolan popping that back, and it's just Keen in it. And we see Hello trying to get it, but no,
They said,
Gabe
"No, not
able
again."
to pick them off before any great
Gabe.
value. And they get the pick off of Birch, and Sojourn is looking to move in.
Oh, and Gabe wants to win this blaster fight, but honestly, it's good that he's jumping out here, jumping to the tower with the bubble there. This is their final opportunity to take this tower there. Bubble versus bubble, but the bubble for Sojourn down. Can they get back on with these strikes holding up? I don't think so. Keen's stuck on the side there.
And that is going to be game one. In a very interesting game one, I mean, we have all of these very high-level players up against each other. And I mean, you can just point out that Sojourn, half of those players are from Boomplay. So very high-level players. And Flow State taking game one. Remember, we're not actually in the best of threes. We're in the best of fives right away for group stage. We want to get as many games in as possible. We're going to be moving on to Rainmaker Museum.
Now, very different team comps I expect to be coming out here on Museum de Alfonsino. I'm imagining that Sojourn will not be getting rid of that vac anytime soon, given that it is Rainmaker. But I don't think we'll see Flow State keep that blaster that they had.
We could see I do agree. I think Flow State might have a change in their comp. I think Sojourn's comp actually might work even better for this one, especially with the bubble in the back. Two very great specials at holding players back, and that rhymed. And just great specials to get entry and get a lot of value out of. And Flow State, they might want to change it up. They won with the previous comp, but they can still change it up a little bit. Sojourn, they might expect them to be like, hey, they won a game with this comp, maybe they're going to keep it, and then they surprise them. I think Flow State might have a bit of a switch here.
That's part of the magic of not knowing what the other team is going to do. I mean, you can try to take a guess if before everybody readies up, they're holding the weapons in their hands.
Yeah.
But a lot of things can change, just like the Splatfest tees. Don't forget to take off your Splatfest tee
That's
for the
very important.
Splatfest before playing in a match today.
That's very important. I actually changed all of the abilities to match my my gear to make sure I wouldn't encounter anything like that, because I am the person that forgets to change off the Splatfest tee.
For the folks at home that don't know, this is true that when you're at a LAN, they'll put you into whatever outfit you were wearing last whenever you enter the lobby, which means if you even turned on your game and got that Splatfest tee put on you, you better not forget to take it off.
Yeah, in the LAN streak of running on Splatfest, to say the least, we have the Splatoon Raiders Splatfest currently happening. Speed versus power versus tactics, and here we are. Boring, stuck commentating Gridlock instead of playing Splatfest.
I can't believe it. We have to talk about Splatoon instead of playing Splatoon.
Could be streaming right now. And here we are commentating Gridlock 2026. We got game two, Rainmaker Museum. We have Flow State with that 1-0 lead over Sojourn. So let's see what these two teams are going to be doing.
And I lied. Still got both the blasters here. Nothing changed. Literally, I think actually nothing changed.
I don't think so either. Immediately moving in here. Looks like Flow State trying to get that pop online. They are going to be getting here. But both teams just trying to find an opening. It looks like Flow State, they do have their cooler, but they do go one down. So this is going to be Sojourn's chance to push in here. We see multiple go down there. They want to push to that checkpoint. Ricky stuck on the bottom there. Shadow able to get that checkpoint before being taken out there. But a very quick start for Sojourn.
Yeah, the sacrificial jump is so common here on Museum de Alfonsino Rainmaker. But we're going to see if that Rainmaker can actually get popped here. Sojourn has the ability to pop it. I would argue a little better than Flow State does, at least without putting as much risk in, with this Kraken helping out a lot here.
And Nolan quickly backing up before that Kraken runs out there, playing that safe. They want to keep their life here. Ricky trying to get that jump on them, but it's not going to work there. The Rainmaker is actually going to be resetting here. Henlo picking off Nolan, making sure they got to get him out of here. And two down on the side of Sojourn. This is going to be Flow State's chance. They're able to get the super jump cancel off on Gabe, and Henlo is looking for even more blood.
It's a little bit of what Henlo does here. Any opportunity is an opportunity. Throwing bombs into where the enemy team should be showing up, catching people off guard at the bottom, and now just taking this Rainmaker with them.
And immediately moving in here, they're able to get that checkpoint. They just got to run it for a little bit more, trying to get as many points here as possible. They have that bubble. They can just run through that bubble right now. That's exactly what they're going to be doing. Nolan started watching, but they actually get crazy value with the little dodge we see. Nolan taking them out there, stuck at 21, but Flow State getting a huge lead, but this is nothing for Sojourn. They can definitely get past that. and they know that as well. Both
I don't
teams
think they know that Ricky was still hiding back there, waiting for an opportunity.
I don't think so either. And I mean, we're past the checkpoint, so really, any team can just run down the second a wipeout occurs.
Now, right now, it's just Birch versus Keen here to stop this Rainmaker. Very dangerous. Birch going down. If nobody stops Keen now, this is just 3 points.
Immediately moving in their team with that Rainmaker. Gabe on the low ground, trying to get value here. But the members of Flow State are ready for that push. They're all set up. They're trying to get their specials online there. There goes that whale. Nolan with the Kraken, trying to get the pick off a balloon, and they get it. Well, the Rainmaker goes down at 39. And it looks like Ricky trying to get the pick. They get the pick off of Nolan. And they're trying to get the members of Sojourn out of there. Flow
and
State,
this pop might take a couple people out with it, Finn.
Flow State just keeping their defense as strong as possible. We're halfway through the match, and both teams are super neck and neck right now. Keen with the jet. They want to at least push them back there to 37, but Shadow gets taken out by a bomb.
Such a dangerous situation for both teams here. One mistake too many can leave that Rainmaker either going right off that ledge or right into the enemy base.
And now we see the members of Flow State try to put it back. Keen getting another couple points here, but it's still a 9-point lead for Flow State, and they're looking strong.
Down.
They drop the Rainmaker. Shadow takes the pick off of Henlo. But with 2 minutes remaining, the Rainmaker's now down there, and it's going to be looking a little bit more risky for Sojourn.
Yeah, Sojourn had a really good opportunity to get that Rainmaker in, and while they did get it close, they did not get it close enough. But with 2 minutes still on the clock, all they gotta do is get another opening. But can they do it is the question.
They honestly can keep the Rainmaker there for a little bit if they want. That bubble pops, but they do go down there. Gabe getting picked off by Balloon. This is going to be big. There goes that Inkjet, able to get Ricky, looking for a second, and the answer is, can he get it? And he does! Henlo goes down.
Like, absolutely trusted their teammates to take care of the Rainmaker, though, going immediately for the picks instead.
Yeah, relying on your team to make entry is going to be huge. In Sojourn, they have another chance. The Ink Strike goes down there. Nolan with the Kraken. They're looking for another. They're all the way up their base. They try to juke him out, but Ricky gets the pick off of Nolan, and that's going to be big. They have Cooler. We have a minute remaining, and Sojourn has a chance to take the lead, but they need to pick off the members of Flow State.
All right, and Gabe has his Rainmaker ready to go. With plenty of ticks left, there's not much of a rush to run in, but Gabe needs the rest of the team there with him before this push gets made, I think.
We see that bubble getting popped there for Henlo, but Henlo goes down. We see the members dropping like flies. Another strike goes out there. Able to push them back a little bit. Gabe in this uninkable area with the Rainmaker. Ricky looking for that pick, though.
Coming right over the ledge. Ricky with a great pick here. Unfortunately, Gabe just had to go at that point. Pushed forward by the strikes. Oh, the triple from Ricky.
And that is going to be huge there with that triple. The Rainmaker is down. We have 15 seconds left on the clock, and Flow State just needs to ride it out. Sojourn, they need to get them. Henlo just sitting up there. And Shadow gets a pick, but they're 3 down. Sojourn, they have another chance.
All they gotta do is grab this Rainmaker. The bucket waiting for the opportunity.
And with a sneaky ending, Flow State, they're going to be taking game 2 and going into game 3. The pressure is really on Sojourn.
This is where either the reverse sweep gets made, or we might see the end of the set.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of sweeps happening recently. So even with this high of a level, we still see 3-0s happening. But it's not over yet. It's 2-0. Sojourn still has a chance to bring it back in reverse sweep. All they have to do is win this next game to start that chain reaction.
Scoring-wise, both these games have been pretty close, though. Like,
Really?
even if we hit a 3-0, the score does not tell the story on a set of games like this.
I mean, that was down to a 9-point lead. I mean, we saw a little bit more of a lead difference on that tower control game, but when it came down to Rainmaker, it was just a 9-point difference. And on Museum, 9 points is not a lot. It was very close, so very interesting to see Flow State still keeping strong going into this next game. And all they have to do is win it to seal the deal against Sojourn, but they're not going to be giving up yet. They still have one more chance to bring it back, and they are not going to let it go to waste.
Could you say that they're trying to stay in that flow state?
That's true. That's a pun, and it worked. And I haven't been able to actually make any puns, but now that I'm actually looking at their name, I realize how much you can say with that. Moving in, we have finally Zones showing its presence. Zones on Mahi Mahi. One of my least favorite Zones maps, in my opinion.
I mean, it's a little zone. It's a lot of fighting. And honestly, I actually don't think these team comps are going to be changing too much. Watch, now that I don't believe they're going to change, everything's going to change. I'm just going to go, blah.
I think that's the method.
Just pick against me every time, and you'll probably be right.
I mean, we always talk about commentator curse, and I think this is one of the cases that it could happen. But when it comes down to this map, especially in the first half, you have no room to move around. So these players are going to be playing really closely to each other, and grouping up is bound to happen. And especially with both teams having a blaster, we could be seeing a lot of chances for doubles happening.
Absolutely. I mean, part of losing the movement in your movement shooter is suddenly everyone's a little bit bigger of a target.
So going in here, I mean, they have to be very careful. I mean, once the map opens up, it'll be a little bit easier, but especially in the first half of this map, they have to be extremely careful with where they stand, which is something that a lot of players struggle with. And the question is, are they going to be able to deal with that?
Listen, as a person on Team Speed, I can tell you I love running to the middle of the map.
Your Team Speed as well. There we go. Team Speed will be winning. I'm saying this now. Anyways, looking at these comps here, we actually do see the same thing coming up from both sides.
I think the only thing that changed is Nolan is back on the vac now instead.
Oh yeah. So back on this map actually works extremely well. It can cap super easily. Immediately, Flow State is going to be getting that first pick onto the zone, but their bucket does go down there. The strikes are moving in fast. Keen able to get the pick off a balloon. Henlo just stuck, unable to jump out, and Sojourn, for the first time, actually has this beginning push.
Keen's Brella gameplay is coming out really strong here. They're just kind of able to walk everywhere. With so little room for people to run, all they have to do is walk in with that Brella and say, hey, you don't get to come this way. Can you please go somewhere else? Haha, oh, where?
And now we have that water dropping. These strikes are coming up from Flow State. They can't cap the zone. Sojourn, they still have it. I mean, everything changes when it comes down to zones here. Nolan able to have such a presence on the road. Ricky able to get one, but no, they get taken out there. And this is looking extremely well for Sojourn.
Yeah, the map is so purple right now. And the players of Flow State keep going down. This might be Sojourn's game.
And looking in here, we're down into the 10s. We're looking for these specials. Both teams are charging them up. They need to play defense like their life is on the line. And we're looking in there, Ricky. And Gabe gets a double off Ricky and Henlo. And that's going to seal the deal. And Sojourn takes game 3. And they are still in it to win it.
Absolutely. I was watching those special, you could see those special counters starting to go up there. You saw they had the bubble ready to go. They just got the whale. And it was all gone.
And with that, I mean, a complete opposite from what we saw in the previous games. I mean, we saw extremely close games for the last 2. But when it comes down to this game, Sojourn was just able to wipe them out. So Sojourn taking this first game, we're going to be going into a game 4. But the question is, how is Flow State now going to deal with the fact that Sojourn just won the previous game, and they're probably feeling a lot better about themselves now?
This is true. I mean, Flow State played really well on Mako Mart. That was the game that we saw ran the best, specifically for Flow State. It was their strongest match. And ShipShape Cargo Co., dare I say, is kind of like a longer Mako Mart.
Yeah.
I think that kind of puts them at a slight advantage here, just because this seems to be like the map geometry they work really well around.
I feel like the 96 is going to be what we see shine here. I think ShipShape is one of 96's best maps. I mean, both for the main weapon and for the special. I mean, it's so linear, and 96 really benefits from that. So I think we're definitely going to be, I think Sojourn is going to stick the same comp. But we might see a switch up from Flow State. If they lost the previous game, maybe we have to change something. But now that it's to Clamblitz, things can change, because everything, Clamblitz is a bit unpredictable.
That's what we love about her. A big heart emoji appears in front of me whenever I think about Clamblitz. I mean, Flow State has had bubble every single time. ShipShape Cargo Co., if you can blast through that little center aisle and get really close to Baskin and pop that bubble down, it's kind of real rough.
Yeah. I think Flow State, I think the bubbles are going to stay for both teams. I think the top 2 specials we've seen throughout this set have been Bubble and 96. Mainly Bubble, though, as the amount of pressure it's applied on to the other team. It's been crazy. And I mean, we see Flow State with the decab, which is something we haven't actually seen in comp for a little bit, but it works super well here, and it works for the comp. And I think it's going to really benefit them going into this next game.
It just goes to show the magic of Splatoon really is that so many weapons still do work in this game. Never be afraid to just play what you like, because chances are you can play it just fine. Even here, in what's a considerably high-level game of Splatoon.
And here we go. We're going into game 4. Sojourn trying their way to climb back up for that sweep. It's 2-1 with Flow State in the lead. Game 4, we have Clan Blitz on Chip Shape. Let's see what these two teams are going to be showing us now.
And they're hungry to keep their compositions actually exactly the same again. Was Gabe on the Splashdown Blaster before?
I don't think so. I think we saw Bubble. But immediately we actually see Nolan going down there. Strix coming out there from Sojourn.
Hello!
But it doesn't look like we're able to get too much. We see multiple just slight overextends from both teams here.
I mean, if you can get away with the splat, then you get away with so much. It's what your teammates need to get that opening. And the Whale coming out, speaking of openings.
Yeah, right away we see Balloon getting the pick off of Gabe. Flow State really looking to make a move here. Nolan popping that back, unable to do much. And Hello trying to just punish them for it, but it doesn't look like it's going to work. Nolan has to stay alive.
Ironically, I think that the strike ended up being the thing that punished the back, right?
It really forced Nolan to look in a different direction. But look at this. Flow State is quick to move. We do see that sneaky blaster taking out Kane, and Flow State is looking to make the first push of the game. They have the cooler, they have what they need, and the score has been applied.
Now, it's very difficult to get up there now that two players are down on the side of Flow State. So Balloon's going to be staying back here, waiting for a chance to hopefully extend this, because when you get to 80 and only to 80, the problem is now you've given the enemy team that free pity clam, and now you're also a couple players down. You're losing turf again, and it can be difficult to know what to do next.
Right here, we see the 96 going down. Hello in that bubble. Gabe picking them off there. Gabe actually able to get a double.
Ooh.
Ricky looking to punish them. They do exactly that, but Ricky gets taken out. We see a bit of an advantage for Sojourn here.
Yeah, as you can see, Sojourn here with a couple more clams. Did they have that pity yet? I don't think they actually picked it up, so they could have even more. These strikes forcing Flow State all to go into one place. If Sojourn can capitalize on this, they can get a couple of really good picks right now.
We see Gabe just moving in there, trying to get a pick, but unable to do so. Hello able to clean it up, pushing back into mid. I mean, Hello's just applied so much aggression for their team, and it just worked so well.
And that's what we call big hitboxes. Don't have to even be near that to get that pick. Oh, trying to get another pick on Keen here. They actually had just gotten their aura too, so they'll have that when they come back.
And now Bert's here trying to back up just to keep life right now. I mean, it's a very low scoring game here. Sojourn has a chance here. Flow State has barely a lead at all. It actually looks like Sojourn might have the advantage here. They're 2 down. They have the back there. Shadow looking to throw in that first clam, and the score has been taken, and Sojourn takes the lead, and they're 2 down. They're looking to make more clams get thrown into that basket.
Now Keen here with this aura ready to go. Makes Umbrella so dangerous. Umbrella already such a movement-heavy weapon, and they're taken out as soon as they start to compliment Keen.
We've seen the members of Sojourn trying to get even more clams online for their team. Gabe trying to get more, able to get the trade off of Ricky, but it looks like that might just be the end of their push here. Hello able to get Keen, but now it's going to be a fight for Flow State to get back in the mid.
I don't know. Getting down to this point is actually pretty good for them, because you're going to need a lot of points to turn this around. Almost 2 power clams worth of points, actually.
We have a minute and 45 remaining. Flow State is looking. They have a lot of pens. They have 20 pens. They're looking to move in there. The blaster goes down there, and this is going to be the push. Ooh. But no, the 96 coming out there. Hello, trying to get the value. They are able to do so. And now it's just Ricky standing in with a wipeout. Sojourn is able to keep their lead. And it's a 10-point game now.
And they're going to get another pity clam when this basket closes. That's going to be 3 clams amongst all the members of Sojourn here.
And now they have a lot to work with. They have opportunities for pushes. And they can get one more push, they will be golden to win this game. But it looks like he's going to be going down there. Gabe looking for value with their blaster. There comes the splash down. Unable to get anything from it though. 1 minute remaining. Flow State is looking for an entry.
and they need one because they don't have the lead right now. Everyone's pulling up on the side of Flow State Vic, trying to put in some pressure, and while they don't get it, at least leading to Shadow being taken out here. Henlo holding this corner with this bubble, but unfortunately, no one's there to help with it.
And right away, we see these teams moving in. We see Balloon going down to those strikes there. Ricky having to jump out there. Just 30 seconds remains on this clock there. Keen is able to get the pick off of Birch. It's looking strong for Sojourn.
Yeah, these strikes holding back Sojourn right now, but without those strikes now, they can't push up with them.
And it comes down to this. They have one more chance to make it happen. They need to get their clams online. Gabe looking to make an effort. They're able to get one. Henlo with that trade down. It looks like we have Shadow on their left there. Another goes down there. And wait, they can just pinch them out.
Oh, and all they have is Birch now, stuck in the bag. Oh, no!
And with that, that is going to end the game. Sojourn taking game 4, and we're going to be going into a game 5.
I will not complain about it, game 5. Remember we were just talking about earlier how the games earlier, we're not telling the whole story of this set? Well, now here we are at 2-2.
And here we are. I mean, it was 2-0 for Flow State, and now it's 2-2. We're heading into the final Game 5 matchup. Both of these teams have been neck and neck when it comes down to scoring. It's been extremely close, and it comes down to this final game. Inkblot Art Academy Tower Control. We're moving back to Tower Control. The exact map that Flow State, actually no, the exact mode Flow State won on previously, so they have a bit of an advantage, but Sojourn is off a high right now. They're looking good. They just won these last 2 games. They are looking to take this at 3-2.
Now, both teams have been getting plenty of splats. There's been a lot of fighting going on both teams. So, coming back to this fighting-heavy round of Inkblot Art Academy, it's going to be a time.
It really is. I mean, I did not expect right away to get put on such a high-level set and to have it going into a game 5 now, five right now. Both of these teams are 2-0.
Oh, what, Matt? You wanted to have a nice, relaxing slide into your commentary?
No, we're jumping right into it. And I want to point out, whoever wins this will go on to the gold/champions bracket, but whoever loses this, I believe, will be going to redemption.
It's not. Neither of these teams are are out of being in the top 8. Say that one like 5 times. Wowie zowie, because both these teams right now haven't lost a single set. And after this next game, one of them will have.
One of them will, and that will definitely impact them going into game 2. It's just up to these group stages here. But I think this is going to be an extremely close match, to say the least. I mean, we saw how big of an advantage Flow State had the first 2, and then Sojourn was able to not only wipe out on Mahi, but still keep it alive and take the ship-shaped clam game. And now they are fighting on the mode that they lost to previously, but they are ready to win it.
Dare I say that if these 2 teams end up facing off again sometime down the line, that there is going to be flames in that match.
I think this is one of the closest sets we will have for this Gridlock, and we're just starting. It's only groups, but we're going to be going into a game 5. It's Flow State up against Sojourn. Let's see what these 2 teams are going to be bringing. Whoever wins this is going on to the champions bracket.
And the comps continue to stay the same. This is just going to be scrapping. Both these comps, by the way, I don't think we mentioned this, but no one has a true backline here. This is all fighting.
Yeah, I mean, we have multiple shooters on sides, and I mean, even Brella, such a strong fighter. And I mean, if you told me between 2 that Brella would become a super strong weapon, I would not have believed you.
We need to be in like 2000 what? Like maybe like 18, 19-ish for that to happen? Kent's undercover, Brella.
And immediately moving in there, we see all these trades going on the board here. Flow State with their first push. Nolan able to get a really sneaky pick off of Ricky. Henlo there trying to get value. Balloon able to pick off this 96 though, and the blaster goes down there. Balloon is really going to shine this game, especially with Rapid.
I mean, Balloon has the most range in the whole room here, and if Balloon can keep like their shots super steady,
it's going to be really key for them to get these picks, get what matters here. Henlo unable to cancel, and Gabe gets the reslider off there. Sojourn is looking to push in here, able to get the pick off of Birch, and they're looking into taking bats.
Yeah, I mean, all you need to do is you need Gabe just in this position where he can just provide a distraction. He doesn't even have to get any picks at this point. If they're all watching him, then Sojourn just gets to take this checkpoint scot-free.
And going in here, they're trying to do exactly that. Nolan trying to get on tower. The members of Flow State won't allow them. The trades are coming off the board again. We've seen so many very even matchups between these two teams, but only one can win it all. And Sojourn is still trying to push.
Yeah, and when you have Babe just sharking down here onto these ledges, blaster in hand. Oh, and the triple point sensor, I know it well. Oh, what a great steam.
Actually, we see Hemlo from behind, able to get two, and able to completely get Sojourn out of the way here. And now, with that being said, that stops Sojourn's push entirely with that Henlo flank. And they're looking to take value from it, but they're two down immediately.
No! Oh, and now here comes this strike. There's actually no more specials on the side of Sojourn here. They're going to be able to build it quickly, being on the tower with no one to stop them, no one to contest taking the lower area of their base here. Here comes the drinks. And Flow State is going to come in, and they have to make sure that they don't come in too fast. They can't trickle. They can't get taken out at the same time, or checkpoint 2 will be taken in a flash.
We see they're backing that tower. They want to keep them alive there for that checkpoint. They pass checkpoint 2. That's going to be huge. Balloon drops down, unable to get value, though. Ricky trying to stop them. It's not going to work. 3 down on the side of Flow State, and Sojourn is at the third checkpoint.
No! This might be Flow State's last opportunity if they can't take out Gabe, who's hiding in this corner. Taking out Gabe is important here, but they need to get the tower. It's going to be 2 to 3 here. Sojourn having to back up. Flow State's going to have a chance to bring this tower back.
Still back in the game with 2 minutes remaining. They stop the tower at 7. It's going to be a close one. They need to pass all 3 checkpoints if they want to take this game now. And they, again, have 2 minutes to do so.
Just to show, can they catch Henlo here? Shadow finding off guard.
It's not going to be working here. Nolan able to clean it up here. Sojourn, it looks like they want to get another push online. I'd at least try to run down that clock, giving Flow State as less of time as possible, as they're looking to make more happen here, but it doesn't look like the members of Sojourn are going to be backing up here. They just need to keep mid control.
That's all they really have to do. It's really interesting because Flow State does have the range. If they can get one really good lockout going on here, they can absolutely still take this, Matt.
And we see Ricky trying to get any picks he can. It's going to be risky, though. They have to play very safe there. 1:15 remaining on the clock. The strikes are going out there. They still haven't passed that first checkpoint. Henlo goes down there. It's going to be risky. Ricky able to get Gabe off of a bomb, but still, they don't have what they need to push in yet.
What's really rough is all of Gabe's point sensors is making it so difficult to move around on a small map like Inkblot Art Academy is.
And now, with 50 seconds remaining on the clock, Flow State, they have control over mid. They're making it work. They're 2 down. They have the bubble there. They're going in. They are going to be going through that first checkpoint. But wait, there's a flank. No, did anyone see that? There's a flank behind them. I don't know if they know. Keen is behind them.
Up, and now Keen's jumped back. I guess it didn't work out in the end.
And immediately they're up on their bats. Their strikes go out there. They're trying to get the picks that they need here. Gabe able to get Henlo. It's going to get risky now. They are going to be trying to get past that second checkpoint. And Gabe gets the pick off of Ricky. They lose the tower with that checkpoint.
It's the strikes that do so much too. Just 1, 2, 3, burning time, but Henlo able to get back on this tower. Can't leave for too long, going for the swipe, but he can get back to the tower. Balloon all by themselves right now. Has to fight off Nolan, has to fight off Shadow. Ricky's here too, oh!
And they're able to get another one off the board. And Sojourn with a reverse sweep takes the group. And they are going to be going on into the champions bracket.
Wow! Don't forget, seed-wise here, what did we have? Flow State, Seed 5, Sojourn, Seed 4. They're going to be fighting each other later. It's going to be such a great game tomorrow.
What an amazing set from all 8 of these players. I mean, it was so neck and neck all the way through. And I mean, even on the verge of defeat, Flow State was looking to make something happen. And they did an extremely great job for them. We got to make some noise for them, everybody. That was incredible.
And the camaraderie coming out here. You see the fist bumps right away. You see everything's all good in the end.